Greetings and salutations from the My 1 Cent Podcast, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving as well. Thanksgiving was yesterday. Today is a beautiful, crisp Friday evening in South Florida. Luckily, we were able to get everybody together. Had a unscheduled week off and a scheduled week off. But we're back like we always are because we're never too far. Okay, so like I said, happy Thanksgiving, gentlemen. How's everybody doing? How was your Thanksgiving?
Uneventful.
Right.
Uneventful. Uneventful.
Obviously.
Very, very COVID-like.
I mean, was the turkey good at least?
It was all right. Yeah.
Shout out to hopefully a sponsor in the future, High Ally, Cigar City. A little representation there for the people. I don't know who else will be joining me in a libation this evening. It's Friday. I think we can do that. I want to show people the nice pour for the fans. All right, look at that. All right, so
it's like instant demonetize.
I want these people to be like, oh, look, that guy has a great pour. Maybe they'll put me in a commercial. Never know, bro. So anyway, My 1 Cent Podcast is back after Thanksgiving dinner last night. I was stuffed. My room smelled like fart all night, so it's just ridiculous. But hey, it's my favorite holiday. Okay, gentlemen, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, by the way, everybody, we know Justin, Brandon, Alex, names will pop up. You know where to find them. I'm not gonna hold your hand anymore, people. Too old for that shit. So we lost. That's basically that's what we gotta go with. We lost. We talked about a possible trap game. I mean, I guess I don't know if you want to call that one that. I guess it could have been. We should have won that game. Obviously something happened in the game, which we will discuss, that I was not a fan of. I don't know what your guys' opinion is on that, but we will get into that. So I'm just going to go around the horn briefly, get your guys' opinions on the game itself. I'll start. We'll go ahead with Justin, see what your take is on the Dolphins lost at Denver. Just shaking my head, bro. Go ahead, bro. The floor is yours, sir. What was your thoughts on the game? Yours again, Justin.
It was awful. I could go off on a tangent because I did. I could go on like a 20-minute tangent of what I thought about the game, but in short, it was awful. Tua missed wide open passes. I felt like he was inaccurate that whole game. I don't know what was wrong with him.
Uncomfortable in the pocket.
We stopped running the ball for some reason.
Run the ball.
I mean, we were averaging like 4 yards a carry with Ahmed, and now he's injured.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. Honestly, I'm so disappointed. The Dolphins it was horrible to watch. It was so lackluster. It was boring. You thought the team was going to come out firing after coming off 5 straight wins, and then you're finally, they're like, oh, you finally get the spotlight. Oh, Tua just beat Herbert. It was so bad, honestly. And I'll give you a funny statistic. Which gives me no hope for the Jets, honestly. Because we're the same Dolphins, it feels like. Honestly, it's so bad. The Dolphins have not won an away game that they've been favored in since 2017.
Well, that's not that long.
We're so terrible.
That's not that long.
That's 3 years.
But we weren't that good then.
And
we weren't favored all last year.
You're favored, though. You feel me? So
we weren't favored all last year, though. So really, it's 1 year.
I mean,
it'd be 2 years if you know how to do math, but that's all right.
You're definitely right. It was a funny
When was the last time we were favored? You just said it's 2018.
2017.
No, he said 17.
Right. He said, no.
3 years.
We
you
really,
said last year, that's 2 more years.
We were
it's all right. We don't have to go off on your awful math, but it's all right. Someone else can go about the terrible Dolphins that we fucking like.
I don't know how I'm doing terrible math. There's one whole year.
But it doesn't really matter. The point is we haven't been favored in a while, and now we are, and we don't do well in those games. So we'll see what happens. It's the Jets. That's the thing to me. It's the Jets. It doesn't matter what stat you just gave me. It's either we lose to them many times because we've had the streaks of losing to those fucking people, and they annoy the shit out of me. I hate that fucking team. As far as I'm concerned, they could eliminate the New York Jets from football altogether. Just completely eliminate them. I won't say what I've said in the past because it'll be kind of fucked. No, I'll say it. If their plane crashes, I won't feel bad. Marshall, it's not a shot at y'all guys. I mean, hey, rest in peace. But I hate them. I fucking hate that gangrene, vomit green piece of shit. I don't know how anyone can be a fan of that team. I don't know. I don't get it. How can you be a fan of that team? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it's them. It's the Jets game. So anything can happen with them. So I don't feel comfortable with that now. I don't feel knowing that. Whatever. It's a stat. Plenty of stats out there. They change. They don't change. I don't think that has a lot to do with it in a sense. But yes, it's the Jets game. So anything can happen. I'll go ahead. Brandon, go ahead. What was your take on the Denver?
Oh, well, we sucked. Got humbled. We thought we were better than what we actually are. They're not good enough. They're not good enough yet to just think they could go into any game and then they're gonna just walk it off and that's it. They're gonna just go show up and win. We're not there yet. Flores as a coach is not there yet. As a matter of fact, his first bad decision as a coach, in my opinion, happened on Sunday with the benching. And somebody brought up a good point on NFL Live the next day. Dude, lie. You're a head coach. Lie to the media. Why would you come out and say it was performance based? This kid just came off of 3-0. I don't care what nobody tells me. The Arizona game without Tua, we don't win without him.
No.
Okay. Kid's 3-0, and on his fourth start of his rookie career, you bench him. And as a matter of fact, your O-line gave up 6 sacks. That's a bigger problem. You know what I'm saying?
After they've been playing really well, that was the thing.
And as a matter of fact, if you look at those last 2 drives of Tua, he was getting into a rhythm. They showed the plays again that Gailey called. Nobody getting separation. As a matter of fact, he's not really giving receivers enough room to get separation. Because I can show you the all-22 film on that as well if you want me to. And all of a sudden, when Fitzpatrick comes in the game, the better play calls come out. The whole line plays better all of a sudden. It's questionable. And all of a sudden, I don't care what nobody says. Then the following week, he has a thumb injury because he jammed it on somebody's helmet. What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw what you tweeted about why is somebody even that close to him. Yeah, you're right. That's a good.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a mid-season practice, not training camp. Not even the O-line's supposed to be that close to him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I hate the benching. You're basically telling your team when Tua struggles, you're gonna go to the bullpen every time. That's not how you develop a young quarterback, bro. It tells me that you're fucking lost when it comes to that position. Because even last year, when it went from Fitzpatrick to Rosen and Fitzpatrick to Rosen, even he looked lost. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro.
I didn't agree with that at all. And I'm gonna have my own piece to say about that too. But
other than that, bro, I'm seeing people on Twitter, blaming the defense. Dude, 2 turnovers and you give up 20 points. And you get the blame for the game? What the fuck? I don't even know what people look at.
That game.
You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't tell this team compared to the last 5 weeks. I couldn't tell who this team was on Sunday. It didn't. It was just like, man, I'm sitting there and watching that shit. I'm like, Alex, you were here. I'm like, yo, this fucking like.
Really, bro. And listen, bro, Vic Fangio's not a walker, not a pushover head coach, and I don't care what nobody tells me. Brian Flores got his fucking ass out coached by a sorry ass head coach.
Which is, I'm glad you mentioned that because they were saying that a lot of
ass head
coaches now are going to use that film.
He couldn't adjust to what Fangio was doing.
Nope.
Couldn't adjust.
At all.
Couldn't adjust.
At all.
And I'm telling you, man, they better win against the Jets and the Bengals. If not, them noises are going to be loud as fuck. I don't care what the fuck it is. If he benches Tua again, bro.
See, I don't think he can do that now because I think he knows the backlash he got for it because it was the wrong call. It was the wrong call. But like I said, we're going to get into the whole benching part because.
And not only that, bro, I know we're talking about Ahmed and we're getting Gaskin back this week. Listen, bro, if nothing else will show me that game, our number 1 need is a motherfucking running back. Okay? I don't give a fuck about the 3 yards I carry. Bro, Savin, Ahmed, and Gaskin ain't gonna cut it.
None of those guys. Not Breida, not anybody. Nobody that we brought in is gonna do shit. And that's not gonna help a young quarterback. So let me move on to Alex. I'm gonna get his thoughts on the game, and then we'll go into the whole Tua thing because I do want to get into that.
All right.
How we doing, sir?
Hearing everybody, so on offense, obviously the benching we'll talk about later, you said, but
we'll get into that later.
The problem I have is I think obviously we don't have playmakers, man. On offense, we have 0 players that can catch a ball or one run and they take it to the house.
I want to get into that as well. I want to get into that.
Yeah, me too.
We don't have that player right now, and it's a problem. Ahmed is hurt. Apparently, Gaskin, he's coming back from the IR. Who knows how healthy that guy is? And
didn't we release Howard? Did we release?
Yeah, he got released.
Okay, he got released.
And I know I was probably overreacting at the beginning of the season, but look, we're 10 weeks in. Noah hasn't done shit. You have to take the best player available at that pick. I'm sorry. You didn't need a slot corner at 30. You had Swift, Hilaire, any of those guys on the board I would have taken over Noah any day of the week. I don't care what the situation is. I'm sorry. Yep. You already have Brandon Jones. You already have Xavier Howard. Why are you getting a slot corner?
Well, we didn't have Brandon Jones at the time.
No, Byron Jones was signed.
Byron. They said Brandon. I'm sorry. Okay.
Byron Jones.
Sorry, bro. It's crazy.
But that's one side. Wide receiver, we have a serious problem in terms of we don't have anybody that stretches the field. It seems like every pass is 10 yards. That's it. There's nothing downfield. Everything is dink and dunk or a slant. Every play. So Vic Fangio, if I'm saying that right, he said, "Look, I'm gonna blitz you every down. Yep. I'm gonna make you throw everything underneath." And look what happened. They had 6 sacks, I think it was. Yep. The offensive, and for whatever reason, the offensive line was confused. They couldn't block anybody.
Horrible.
And
couldn't even adjust.
And this is without Von Miller. They had, Chubb, I think, had a sack, and the other guys, I have no idea who they are.
Me neither.
Who had a sack. So this is like the Denver defense when they played against Cam Newton in the Super Bowl, apparently. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's nuts. Defense, let me not forget about, they had problems. I didn't know Christian Wilkins was out again because I was like, where is this guy?
We were talking about it. We're like, why is he not?
Apparently he was still on the COVID list. Mm-hmm. So what happens? These guys run for 190 yards, almost 200 yards rushing. So I'm not saying it's Christian Wilkins, but I mean, shit, they were running it down our throats the whole game. So I mean, Gordon and Lindsey were having a field day.
Right.
And then in the second half, I mean, bro, it's like Denver was doing the same play call. They fake the run and they'll throw it to the tight end. Apparently, they couldn't figure that out. So. Nope. They didn't make adjustments, man. It was bad.
And we didn't blitz as much as we used to.
Yeah. So and speaking to that, my last thing is we were destroying quarterbacks the last 4 to 5 weeks, and this week against Drew Lock, we couldn't get 1 sack. That's unacceptable.
Oh, and look up the Denver Broncos O-line because 3 of their starters are out.
Yeah. So
couldn't get no pressure.
Ogba, Lawson.
Like the beginning of the season when we were talking about that they weren't doing anything on defense, no pressure, no nothing. It felt like we went back to game week 2 or 3 or whatever. We weren't.
There are 2 problems. Their main problems that they couldn't sack the quarterback. And they allowed too many sacks. So.
But the biggest problem on this team is the offense, man. At the end of the day, defense gave us a chance to win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, the game was still close. It wasn't a blowout or anything like that. I mean, hello. It took an interception in the end zone. We were driving to win the game.
And real quick, just what Alex said real quick about Noah. Again, man, Noah, look, and this is going to make it even worse because Noah's not a slot corner. Okay? If you look at his Auburn film, the 3 years he played at Auburn, 2 years he played at Auburn, let me catch up on my math because I don't want Justin to touch up on my math again. I think he was in Auburn for 2 years, and he only played corner for 2 years, and it was always boundary corner. Okay, so we drafted an all-boundary corner that can't play the slot after we have Xavier Howard and we just signed Byron Jones to the big deal. That pick I have a problem with.
So before we continue, when was the last time the Miami Dolphins had a 100-yard rusher in a game? Has that happened?
Probably Ajayi.
That probably hasn't happened.
Probably Ajayi.
100 yards in one game. That hasn't been 3 years?
Probably Ajayi. Probably the last one.
That's unacceptable, man.
That's unacceptable. Especially you're bringing in a young rookie quarterback who that's a benefit to have.
The running backs, running game's your quarterback's best friend, bro. Like you need a running game.
Right in. You can start using ours more.
We don't have the playmakers on the outside to sling it every down. We don't have that.
So, and I'm disappointed in that because I actually thought our receiving core was going to be.
Listen, at the end of the day, serviceable. And this Denver game was also
and I feel like we're not anymore.
A testament to that. Gailey's not doing these receivers. I mean, Gailey's not doing these receivers any favors, bro.
It seems like Preston Williams gets hurt every 5 seconds, and then and the Albert Wilson thing. Let me tell you, bro, the Albert Wilson opt out was key, man. It was pretty key.
Even if you want to take Hearns, I mean, Hearns is the guy who has he's serviceable. And it's another guy who could be healthy on the field playing for us right now.
Why is Mike Gesicki not getting more targets?
That's what I've been saying under my breath here. I was like, we're not using the tight end.
Ask Changeli.
The tight end is also a quarterback's best friend, too, if you have a guy like that who could...
Ask Changeli, because as soon as Fitzpatrick came in the game, he had Gesicki in motion, running slants on the linebackers.
I don't understand.
I don't see that. I don't see Tua doing that. I don't see Gabe calling that for Tua.
when Chan Gailey says, "Oh yeah, I have to be more creative," bro, you've been in the league for 40 years. You don't know that by now? Like,
creative.
Like, how do you not know,
Biden.
bro? Like,
He's
come
been
on,
in
bro.
47
Just
years.
awful, dog.
Come on, bro.
His play calling has been vanilla this whole year. We're not going to pretend it's not.
I don't get it. It's awful.
Like against the Jets, against the Jets, the Rams, even against the Cardinals, it was simple, wide open streaks that Preston Williams made a play. I mean, all year our offense has looked bad, and our defense have made turnovers, or our special teams have made turnovers and scored touchdowns to put us in positions. I think we've had like what 3 drives of more than 80 yards.
Have we done
one exactly that the offense was a bit bad? I mean,
I gotta disagree with that, bro. When Fitzpatrick was in the game, he was calling more downfield shots, even if it didn't hit. He was calling them. You know, and now you got a better quarterback that does that, and he's calling little crossers, and he's running hitch routes with a bunch formation on the same side. Right, and your complaint is gonna be no separation. Come on, bro.
We can't
go 2 weeks. We can't go 2 weeks without a show because these guys got too much to say, bro. And
is that you can't win if you can't make plays, bro. Every play is only like 5-10 yards. We made a play this year 30 yards or more?
No.
In one play?
So
we have.
When?
Which one? Tua came in the game.
When
the bomb to Preston Williams.
Oh, but I'm saying like consistently, we don't do that.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Kenny Stills got cut. Should we take him?
Yeah, I was talking. Why not?
Absolutely fucking not.
He's coming off of a quad injury that
I didn't know he was hurt.
Took him out for like 2 weeks. So he didn't play. He didn't play against Detroit. And what is he gonna do?
I mean,
he knows.
He's another outside non-slot guy.
Okay, we need Callaway.
Fast guy.
See the field now.
And that's another problem I had. Callaway was on the field. He got targeted one time and had 14 yards.
It was a 14-yard dot.
And then nothing. Then he vanished. He's gone. I don't understand.
Look,
you see that it only looked like sorry, Nick, but it only looked like Preston Willie. I mean, not Preston. It only looked like Devontae Parker was the only receiver actually trying to make plays, and then everyone was just irrelevant. And then Callaway comes in, makes one play, don't see him for the rest of the game.
Dude, I questioned this from the beginning. Chan Gailey, old ass, coming back. Like, I was very surprised when a young coach like Flores would bring in an old ass dude out of retirement.
I wasn't surprised at all, bro.
Why? Why wouldn't you be surprised by that?
Because his offense is tailored for Fitzpatrick and Tua, bro. He's the creator of the RPO offense.
He's the only guy who can do that?
He is the creator of the RPO offense.
Might be the creator, but he's old as fuck, and his mind is old too.
Maybe his play calling is just shit, bro. I mean, that's what it is. And part of me is hoping that Jakeem Grant is out on Sunday because that means they have to play Callaway.
Let me ask you a question. The guy from Kansas City,
Eric Bieniemy.
Is he a
head coach?
No,
he's offensive coordinator.
I know he is, but I'm saying his offense is tailored is he a run pass option as well?
Well, when you have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce,
just asking a question about the guys on home. No, listen, hold on. I'm asking a question about his offensive system. That's all. And obviously, that guy, he's not going to leave Kansas City to just be an offensive coordinator somewhere else. So he
wants to coach. He wants to coach.
But I don't know. I'm just because you're saying this is the kind of offense is suited for this. But Gailey's not the only coach that runs that kind of offense, I would think.
No.
There's got to be some younger, more younger minds, more innovative,
A decent play caller with Tua at quarterback can make it work with Parker, Callaway, and Jakeem Grant.
Lane train, baby. Let's bring him back to the NFL.
I'm sorry to tell you, bro.
Do it. Get him out of Ole Miss, bro. Get him out.
The longest play on the offense was the 70-yard throw to Gesicki that he didn't score on.
Listen, I don't think Lane is having fun in Starksville, where the fuck he's at. He ain't got the same clubs like in Boca, dude. He's got to come back, get them blonde girls with the tans.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna disagree with some.
I love Lane Kiffin, dude.
I'm gonna disagree with some of what you guys are saying.
He was slaying them bitches, huh?
He was slaying them. I was jealous.
Some of y'all
took my girl.
I think Chan Gailey was a smart hire at the moment. I didn't think the play calling was going to be this bad.
I'm sorry.
I actually thought it was going to look better. I actually thought it was going to look better when Tua came and was a starter, bro. But you know what, man? Like I said, if he can't show us that he can open it up with Tua in the next 2 games against the Jets and the Bengals, bro, get the fuck out, man.
I really think Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to be our offense coordinator next year. I don't know. I just feel I feel like no one's really gonna.
You know what's funny? Did you guys catch the clip that the Dolphins posted about the NFL films? You see Fitzpatrick on the sideline, like talking to him about, oh, you got to do this and try to look at this. And I'm like, dude, stay as far away as you can from my fucking quarterback, dude. You threw in 2 drives. I counted 3 interceptions. Okay, 2 right into the linebacker's fucking hands that he just dropped it. Okay, and then 1 to lose the game.
To lose the game, which Tua could have done that himself.
Stay the fuck away from my quarterback, bro.
I'm gonna get into that now. I'm gonna get into this because this is the things that I have regarding the benching. Tua, okay, there's 2 schools of thought when it comes to this. One, some say that it was the right move if it was a performance based. He's young, he can learn from it. Like it's a learning experience either way. Me personally, I would have preferred he learned on the job, meaning stay in the game, fucking, get out of this on your own. Like when you got a pitcher on the mound and he's going through something, sometimes you know what? Let him pitch out of it.
Right.
Let Tua finish the fucking game. You know what? If that's the way the game was going to end, let him be the one to do that. Mm-hmm. Let him learn from that, not learn from a benching. That kid's never been benched.
I actually think he would have won the game.
I'm telling you, I think the kid is mentally strong where he would have figured it out. And that drive would have ended in a touchdown. But even if it ended in an interception, I would have preferred it ended in an interception with him at quarterback.
Me too.
Because that was the learning experience I would have preferred for him.
Correct.
Not the benching learning experience. Right. But people believe that, both were teaching moments. Me personally, I thought he got hurt at first because he looked, when he landed, I saw him grab his hip real quick and he got up and then he was
fine.
No, I know he's fine now, but I'm saying he looked kind of fragile, like he was walking on the sideline a little weird. I'm like, and then it's what you said about lying. You know what? He should have. Flores just come out and say, "Yeah, it was an injury. He got hurt." Don't come out and say it was performance-based. But
let me ask you a question. Not to defend Brian Flores because I don't agree about him getting benched either. But let me ask you a question. Do you think
wait, hold on. Are we all in agreement that he shouldn't have gotten benched? Real quick, just one.
I hope so.
Alex?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. This is the question I was thinking about. Would the media have a better parade with? Oh, he got benched because he's injured and he's injury prone and he can't play a full season and he's little and he looks smaller? Or does Brian Flores take all the credit, all the ripping by, oh yeah, it was base. It was player based.
Well, I thought about that too, and I said maybe they want to hide an injury because then they're going to have all those people saying, oh, you see, you can't stay healthy. You made the wrong choice. Look at fucking stupid-ass Greenberg coming out on ESPN talking about, oh, the Dolphins should have taken Herbert. Get the fuck out of here.
He's a fucking idiot. Listen, bro. My opinion, I would have taken him out and just, bro, when the thing is, like, maybe you're right, maybe Flores takes the blame, but it just looks bad, bro. A performance based on his 4th start. I would have done what Shanahan did with Garoppolo when we were fucking killing him against San Fran, and they were like, yeah, man, he kept getting hit, and I just took him out. He's not hurt, nothing like that. I just would have taken too much of a beating. I'm taking him out.
And if you really look at performance based on what? There was 3 drops.
Because now it looks even worse because now all of a sudden he had the foot injury last week and all of a sudden he has a fucking thumb injury. Where the fuck did that one come out of?
3 drops.
The foot injury wasn't confirmed.
Yeah, I know.
In the game, so that's what.
They were saying it early in the week and then whatever, but now I keep everything you see now is the thumb. It's all over ESPN. Questionable all the bullshit. But performance based of what? The game was not out of hand. We had the ability to come back and win this game. He had 3 drops. He had 1 missed throw and a couple missed throws and a misread, but he was getting no protection the whole fucking game.
What about the O-line, bro? Yeah, man, that's terrible. That's horrible evaluation.
You can't blame him for that.
It's terrible evaluation, bro.
I'm sorry, that was a knee-jerk reaction by Flores. That's, to me, the biggest mistake he's made up to this point in his coaching career was that.
Bro, he's already shown that he can't handle quarterbacks. He Fitzpatrick started last year. After 2 games, he started Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen played pretty decent against Dallas. Then he played
they had to see what they had.
And then he played pretty decent against the Chargers the following week, and then he got benched for Fitzpatrick. The guy's lost, bro, when he's talking about quarterbacks.
And then you got an old-ass fucking
I'm gonna get into something else, but I'm gonna get into something else that pissed me off that I thought about after the fact that we got benched. After I know Alex is waiting to say.
Yeah, let me get.
I know Alex is waiting, but I'm gonna get into something that I thought about on Monday, and I was like, "Damn, bro, it looks worse."
Let me get your guys' take on the benching real quick, and then we'll get into him because I can feel like he's gonna go for a minute. So.
No, actually, it's quick, but
go ahead, Alex. Your thoughts on the whole benching situation?
I don't get it. You're telling me, you're telling me it's performance based. I mean, did he throw 4 or 5 interceptions that I'm not aware of? I mean, like,
No, I ain't seen yet.
If he's supposed to be the face of your franchise, you don't bench a guy for performance. If Patrick Mahomes throws 4 interceptions at halftime, is Andy Reid gonna bench him? No.
Hell no.
It's not happening. I'm sorry.
If the game is out of hand, maybe. I
thought he was hurt personally because there was a sack that I remember that his left knee didn't look right. You know, I thought maybe he messed up his knee. I was like, oh my God, here we go again. So, but no, I mean, the performance-based, that's a cop-out. That's a bullshit answer.
By the way, those cigars are really, really great.
Oh, yeah, the Undercrown. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, if your star player... The cigar was sweet.
I'm talking to Brandon. I see him rolling his eyes over there because he couldn't be here and enjoy those cigars with us. So you were saying?
No, bro. I mean, just basically, you don't bench your star player, bro. Does LeBron get benched if he misses 7 or 8 shots in a row? No.
Hell
so
no.
you don't bench your star player, man, unless they're hurt, or unless you're losing 40-0 or insurmountable. Like, no, I'm sorry. That's bullshit.
I agree. I feel like Flores, it hit him right there on the sideline after he did it. Like the Broncos were looking like the '85 Bears defense. Their defensive line was like fucking unstoppable. You know what I mean? Like on Miller fucking defense a couple years ago. I mean, they were on fire, dude, and we couldn't do anything fucking about it.
Bro, and I'm sorry, but Ted Karras, not a fan, bro. Not a fan.
I've been telling you, he's the worst offensive lineman all year.
That's
our center, right? Yeah.
Right? He's a huge liability, like, bro. A lot of times he snaps the ball, the ball's on the floor.
And did I read it right? Did I read this tweet right that Austin Jackson gave up 9 pressures on the quarterback? Did I read that right? Because that's awful.
He was getting destroyed by Bradley Chubb and whoever was on the other side.
God,
everybody's entitled to a bad game. I get it, but it feels like the whole offensive line just was crap.
Yeah,
like it wasn't one guy.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
They just got confused on stunts. It's like in practice, like they didn't work on stunts. They were just getting confused, bro.
And fucking Tim Patrick was looking like Brandon Marshall out there for the Broncos.
Oh my God.
it was ridiculous, bro. Like I don't know how they're falling for the fucking play action. Like, come on, man. Like, dude.
Bro, honestly, when Howard got that first pick, I thought, oh, this is good. We're running away with this shit.
It's a wrap.
Okay, what was the final score again? I don't remember.
20-13. 20-13.
And that was just it felt so uncharacteristic.
The offense was flat.
Yeah, and I agree with Justin that the offensive calling has been vanilla most all year, but it's been working. It's been productive. You don't really feel it until a game like this when you say, "Oh, hold on, vanilla no more. We need some chocolate now, bro, because this shit's bullshit, dude."
We play the Jets this week, as you know, where Herbert almost threw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. So we gotta step that up. You know
the good thing to me is that I was saying earlier how there was some commentators mentioning that teams are going to look at this now and it's a blueprint to how to. It's the Jets, so I'm not worried about getting.
It doesn't matter, bro.
Teams,
even if they use the film, it doesn't matter. Learn how to adjust. Learn how to adjust the pressure, bro. That's the only problem that they put. That's the only thing they put on film. That's bullshit.
That's what I was gonna.
I hate when people bring that shit up. Like the Dolphins are not allowed to watch film either.
Exactly. Like make adjustments, dude. We're all the same. Everybody can make their adjustments.
This is the worst running game I've seen in a long time in Dolphins history.
Very long. 5 weeks of fucking good shows, positive, happy, and then we got to deal with this shit.
I mean, we should have tried. I don't know what the situation was, but I guess, Bell, I get it. He wants to probably win a ring, but fuck, man, I would have offered him a lot more money, bro.
Yep.
I'd like to know. I'd like to have been a fly on the wall on that and see what is it that made him pick them over us. What could we have made a difference with a little bit more money or something? Because if we could have, I'd be upset right now.
And people that I heard from said that his preferred destination was Miami, but that the reason he chose the Chiefs is because the Chiefs actually came in with some late interest, and he didn't actually think the Chiefs were going to take him because they had Hilaire. Which I can agree.
He works out here a lot. I mean,
the thing is, bro, he's big into music and shit. But again, I thought he would. If it wasn't for the Chiefs, bro, I think he would have been a Dolphin.
Right. Let me tell you, the guy we traded for, where the hell is he? DeAndre Washington.
He was supposed to play this week, no? Last week he was supposed to play or some shit.
Where is he?
All the injuries
on the bench, bro. But he again, wholesale, bro. Guy sucks. That's awful.
Justin, we'll round up the whole Tua benching talk if you have anything you want to put your 2 cents in on that.
Oh, I don't think it was good at all. Every single time Tua's losing, you're gonna take him out. I think
It's a bad message, man.
It was nowhere near what I wanted to see. I didn't want him to get taken out. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Like, I don't even care that he's, getting beat up and stuff like that.
Oh, let him get it. His beating in, let him, as long as obviously he doesn't get hurt. We don't want that. But, and don't get me wrong, every time he got hit, I was like, I cringe now because obviously that last hit left me, with PTSD, bro. Honestly, I feel like something. I swear to God, I thought he got hurt. I was
one that his leg got caught under him.
Yeah, and then he grabbed his hip for a minute there. I'm like, oh God damn it, bro. But he was walking gingerly on the sideline. That's all I'm saying.
And to be fair, I mean, I don't want to give excuses but you always got to just think about other shit. So we're talking about Austin Jackson. Solomon Kinley got injured because he's not playing this week. Robert Hunt. These are rookies. Tua Tagovailoa. These are rookies that how many times do they play in a mile-high, thin air type of setting? I don't want to, a lot of people say it's one of the hardest places to play because of the air conditioning. And, SEC boys are never there. So, I mean, not to say that's the reason why, but, I mean, if you're going to have a bad game, it's probably going to be in a climate that you come from humidity, 80 degrees, fucking hot as shit, to no air, fucking, you could barely breathe type shit.
I mean, yeah, look, we can throw everything out there and see what sticks. I mean, yeah, I even told my girl, maybe it could be, the thin air,
I'm sure it played a part.
I mean,
again, bro,
at the end of the day, they're professional athletes.
Yeah. And it boils down to who we played, bro. It doesn't fucking matter what air we played in. We should have kicked that team's ass.
They did not perform to par. They did not look like the team that had won 5 games in a row.
A lot of that was Tua, though. In the first half, Tua missed a lot of open throws that could have went for scores.
Yeah, whatever caused the issue.
What did he miss, though? Because I only saw 2 misses to Jakeem Grant at the beginning of the game, and that was that.
I think it was the first 2 or 3 drives, though.
Yeah, the first 2 or 3 drives, the first half,
uncomfortable to me. He looked very uncomfortable to me.
And he had time, and he looked antsy.
I feel like he released a few times before he should have. He was just and I don't know what it was.
Trust that sorry ass O-line.
But the O-line was been playing great up till now, man.
And they were playing good in the first quarter and a half. And then they just got ripped up. They gave up a
sack in the first quarter, in the first drive of the series after he missed Grant on the second one.
So if he hits Grant on the second one, it's probably a score and you don't have a set. The thing is, the whole team just played fucking flat. They were trash.
Everything.
The whole team
the whole thing. Everything. Nothing worked that day. And on top of that, this is the thing, though. This is where people, okay, well, we thought we what is it this man said? Green, what was it he said that time in Arizona?
They thought who they thought they were.
Okay, whatever. Well,
listen, bro. We're not the team that you guys think we are yet, bro. That we're gonna walk in anywhere and win.
Wait a minute. I agree and disagree with you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me explain to you why. Because you know what? With all that shit that we had going for us negatively, we still had a chance to win that game. So with all of the bad that was happening to us, defense, offense, we still had a chance to win the game.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro. So, if he would have just looked off the safety like Tua does every
hold on a
time,
second. That corner, that guy made a hell of a play on the ball.
If you look at it, Fitzpatrick's staring at Parker.
Okay, fine.
It was a hell of a play by the safety, but if he looked off like a second, he doesn't make that play.
But my thing is, it's a minute and 13 seconds left. You're at the 16-yard line, first down, and why are you going for it all, bro? What the fuck are you doing? Now you want to be aggressive? Because that's an aggressive-ass play call to hit Parker on the skinny post with a minute 13 seconds left.
And before that.
About that, though, if he caught it, we wouldn't be.
But no. If Tua was in the game, he looks off Justin Simmons and he fucking rifles Parker for the.
But what about the play before that where the linebacker PIs the shit out of our running back that no one called? He tackled him in the back of the end zone and the ref didn't even call it. I mean, I know it's. I watched that play 7 times. He tackled our running back in the back of the end zone. And then we threw a pick the next play. It was ridiculous. I don't know. We lost. We looked like shit. On to the Jets. If we fucking lose to the Jets, I will have a conniption and probably stab someone.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I won't be. I won't accept that.
Bro.
And another thing I don't accept is my glass being empty. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. You gentlemen talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Bro, if we lose to the Jets, dog, I'm just not gonna watch any more football for the rest of the year.
It's a Dolphin game that they lose, though. Out of all the years of being Dolphin fans, Sam Darnold's coming back. You have all these questions. You're coming off of a shitty loss. Are we playing? We're playing in New York, right?
In New York.
Playing in New York in cold, quotation marks, cold weather. Bro, if we lose against the Jets and Adam Gase,
there's no fan. It will be fun. I don't think we're gonna lose to them. I do think they need to take these next. They do need to take these next 2 games, and I really think you let Tua lose his next 2 games, because I was saying, man, if everybody, I hate the comparison between Herbert and Tua, bro, because if Tua throws the ball 45 times a game, he's putting up those numbers. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else to it.
You need to let him loose.
So, anyways, bro, like this is what I was gonna say, and it kind of, I thought about it on Monday, and it kind of pissed me off because it showed in my opinion, a lot of incompetence with Brian Flores. That he made a decision and he kind of didn't stick to it. You know what I mean? When we beat the Jets, that we get to 3-3 with Fitzpatrick, that Brian Flores named Tua the starter, I think on Tuesday. No matter what anybody tells me, we were 3-3 at the time. I know we were winning and shit, but he made a decision for the future. He said, we're going to start the future right now. And he basically told everybody, the media, the fans, yo, this year is about Tua's development. And the last 10 games of how he's going to do whatever. Then in his 4th start, you bench him, bro.
Man,
and let me tell you something. You made a business decision of saying, I don't care what happens these next 10 games. Obviously, you play to win. You coach to win. But he said, listen, if we don't win, it's okay because I need my rookie quarterback to begin his clock now. You didn't think that kid was going to take you to 3-0 and put you at 6-3. And the first time that he actually looks bad, you take him out.
You want to know why? Because he got caught in the middle of our team is not going to do as well, and we're going to develop this kid with a year of that. Mm-hmm. And then we're 6-3.
But who got you to 6-3?
And we have a chance.
Because it wasn't just the defense, because the kid has to make plays.
No, you're right. You're correct. But that's what I'm saying. He got caught in the middle of that. Now he's saying, because somebody even mentioned, might have been Justin, it might have been Alex. I don't remember in the text. This season wasn't supposed to be about winning. This season was supposed to be about developing. Therefore, but now you find yourself at 6-3. You're in the hunt. So now what do? You continue to develop, or do you start moving forward to actually making a push? And he found himself in the middle of that fucking bullshit, and he made the wrong decision. Plain and simple, he made the wrong choice as far as I'm concerned. I'm not saying we would have won the game with Tua, but like I said earlier, I would have preferred to lose it with him, not the way we did, because it's a bad message, man. Happen again, bro. It can.
You made a business decision.
He cannot bench him the rest of the year.
Yeah.
He can have a business interception game, and he needs to keep his ass in the game.
Yep. You said when he did it, he said, we're beginning the future now, and we want to win, but we're going to develop. We want to start his clock right away. Okay? Kid, the Rams game, I would say he didn't have to do much because the defense just went crazy. The Cardinals game, you don't win that with Fitzpatrick. And the Chargers game, he made plays.
No, dude, look. It was the wrong call. It was the wrong call, period. I don't care. There's nobody that can tell me any different. I don't care about any of these experts because most of them have said it was the wrong call. You know who I like? My favorite guy is Dan Orlovsky. He just, hey, you made the wrong choice, dude, period. Plain and simple. Why is my hand? Yeah, let me lower my hand. Did you actually see a hand come up when I?
Yeah. Raise your hand, yeah.
I wonder if it comes out on the video. That'd be pretty interesting. Yeah. Hey, we can start using that.
Dan Orlovsky's a fucking cornball.
If you guys want to talk and you want to point, raise your hand, and we'll come. Look, I like Dan Orlovsky because some of these guys when they can't, those that can't do teach. So it's like those that can't play become good, announcers and good analysts and stuff. And that's why I like him. And I like what he said. He made a great point. He's like he didn't deserve to get benched. He wasn't having an awful game.
That's because he went to the film after that, but he wasn't really going against Flores at the beginning. It wasn't until after he watched the film that he started saying, I don't agree with the bench.
I think he said it though in his thing. He said you don't have to watch this.
hold on. Isn't Dan Orlovsky the guy that ran out of bounds for the safety? Bro, shut the fuck up. Don't ever fucking talk about a good quarterback ever.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Why does that not make him a person who can analyze a game and a player?
Because he's the one that was flip-flopping the most. Him and Mina Kimes have been flip-flopping the most on Tua.
Well, now I thought he's been pretty consistent since they named him the starter.
Him and Mina Kimes destroyed the Dolphins when they went to Tua.
I don't remember him.
Watch it. Look it up.
I'll go back because I could swear he was actually one of the ones that defended the move. But anyway, okay. I mean, I just like what he had to say about this benching situation, and he made a lot of sense. It wasn't a game where you deserve to get benched, And then it's like I said, Flores got caught in that middle of 6-3 playoffs. 6-3 developing. What do? No, you play to win. In Buddy's Herman Edwards, you play to win the game. And taking him out was not the play to win the game.
Oh, this is awful.
Because you had a chance there to do two things. Have your quarterback go down the field and win a game for you as a rookie and actually get the benefit of that. And then on top of that, you're 7-3. You're in the thick of this playoff shit. You're right there behind Buffalo. And you have that one last game against them at the end of the year who could develop. Well, I don't know about now, but could have developed.
They still got that. No, it doesn't matter, bro. Miami's still in the middle of it. That's not the point here. Okay? The point was the Brian Flores decision to bench Tua. That's the main thing here.
I'm telling you that's where I feel like that's where he got. And you brought up the point of either a developmental year or we were here to fucking win games. And he was winning games without realizing that he was going to win some games. And now he put himself in a situation where he knee-jerked. Why? Because he said, I want that 7th win, and I feel like if I take this kid out now because he's not doing nothing, it was the wrong choice. Because the kid probably could have gotten you that 7th win. But we wouldn't know now because he made the decision he made. Again, he can't bench him again, though. He cannot bench him again. He has to ride this kid out the whole season.
He probably just told the defensive lineman to get as close as possible to Tua in practice so he could hurt his thumb and I could bench him. It's just crazy, bro. If he's out on Sunday, that's the biggest coincidence in the world if that happens.
And it shows up as questionable on the timeline. I see it on ESPN. Oh, questionable too. I'm like, motherfucker. All right, so look, moving on. Jets. We've kind of already done that. We've talked about this game, how we cannot lose this game. I don't even know how much there is to talk about this game because they suck. The Jets suck. We should win. No problem. Tua. And I was telling Alex the other day, I want to have one of those big games from Tua. I want to have a 300-something yard game, couple touchdowns, like a fucking ass-kicking game. I don't know if we're gonna get that, especially with a thumb. No, I don't know. But yeah, it's. We've had other shows where we talk about the opponent coming up and we have some legitimate, stuff to talk about. But I don't see what we can talk about with the Jets.
I don't see really anything to talk about the next 2 weeks.
Because there's no Burrow, so at least with Burrow, there was something to talk about with the Bengals matchup because you're talking about the number 1 versus the guy who probably should have been number 1 if he didn't get hurt.
That is so unfortunate, bro.
Yes,
I feel bad for that man.
That sucks, man.
He should have forced his way out of Cincinnati, bro. He should have did it. They surrounded him with no offensive line.
It's not Cincinnati's fault, though, man.
They literally drafted one offensive lineman in the 6th round that same draft. I mean, I would have did everything in my soul to protect that kid. They did nothing. And he went into a dumpster fire offense right away. Been getting hit all year. Oh my God, this was bound. I knew it was gonna happen.
Shit, they got more weapons than us. I'll tell you that much.
Yes, I was just gonna say that because I would like T. Higgins right now. I
would like AJ Green and I would like Joe Mixon too.
I'll take Mixon. I'll take Green. I'll take Ross. I'll take fucking.
I'll take John Ross too. And
any of those guys.
Yep.
I'll take Bernard. I'll take Giovanni Bernard right now.
Me too, bro.
That's my running back. That guy catches and runs the ball. That guy's a fucking stud, bro. When for what we need, he'll be the best running back we've had all year.
No, but
when we draft Travis Etienne or Derrick Henry, I mean not Derrick Henry, fucking Najee Harris, bro. We're gonna be
I literally the day after Ahmed ran for the 86 yards against the Chargers,
couldn't even hit him,
bro, and I was just laughing my ass off all week because they were just hyping up this kid on ESPN like he was Dalvin Cook, bro. It was the funniest thing in the world. I was like, everybody's like, man, pick him up in fantasy, put him as your RB2. Who the fuck is this kid? You know what I'm saying?
No Dolphin running back should be on anybody's fantasy league.
No, hell no.
At all.
I don't even know what. Again, bro, these people are just making shit up as they go.
Hey, speaking of fantasy, you been setting your lineup, dude? Because I played you the other day. I lost, but you had a guy who was injured reserve and he still played as your starter. You been checking your lineup, dude?
The last 2 weeks.
No free wins, bro. No free wins. If we can spoil somebody else's shit, we gotta spoil it. Anyway. So again, like I said, I don't know what we can say about this next game because it's
Sam Darnold starting.
Oh yeah. And isn't that because Flacco's hurt? No. I heard something about Flacco or COVID or something.
Frank or revenge game. I don't know.
Who told me? My mom called me talking about one of the Jets quarterbacks had COVID. Is that true? I don't know. I thought that's why Darnold was starting because Flacco had COVID.
No, Darnold.
Don't they have a linebacker that was a Dolphin too the other year? What's his name? That one guy. Hold on, let me fucking check.
Neville Hewitt.
Yeah, that irrelevant fucking guy.
What about
bro, there's a lot of revenge games. Shit, I'm so happy that we beat the Chargers. So fucking my boy Kalen Ballage didn't have a revenge game. That would have been awful.
Dude,
can you imagine?
Last believer. You is, bro. You still are.
I don't know, man.
Why don't we resign? Why don't we get back? Why don't we trade for Ballage, bro? Shit better than anything we have right now.
To be honest, bro, I'd rather start Patrick Laird than fucking get Kalen Ballage back.
I love Patrick. That's my boy, the Great White Hope.
Bro, I don't want to see that guy. I don't want to see that guy in the field anymore.
Who, Laird?
Nah, bro.
Why?
He's the intern, bro.
That guy should not be on the field, bro. On third downs, that guy should not be on the field. The guy's not a playmaker.
He's made some plays.
Yeah, he catches the ball. That guy doesn't drop.
If we're relying on Patrick Laird, there's an issue.
Bro,
there's an issue.
If Miami signs ETN next year or drafts ETN and get another running back, I think he's gonna have to be a running back 3 here, bro.
I'm sorry, I don't get rid of Laird. Laird is a tool. I
don't get rid of Patrick Laird
guy. Like in baseball terms, he's a utility guy.
Travis Etienne is Alvin Kamara, bro. You don't take that guy off the field.
Laird could be.
Bro, I'm taking Patrick Laird over Myles Gaskin, by the way.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. But if you have Travis Etienne, bro, he's Alvin Kamara 2.0, bro.
Oh, I agree.
He's staying on the field the entire game. I don't even care.
Let me ask you guys a question because we're talking draft stuff. We might as well talk a little draft too. We'll push the show a little bit more. We'll talk some draft real quick. I keep seeing a lot of stuff about Waddle for the Dolphins and stuff. Neil Driscoll, I don't know who you guys follow. Neil, I like Neil. I think he's a good voice for the Dolphins. And he put out a tweet about what he thinks the Dolphins wide receiver corps should look like next year. And his list was simple. Allen Robinson is a free agent. He thinks he should go after Allen Robinson. I like Allen Robinson, actually.
Same type of receiver we have already. Okay, next.
Okay, and then he has Waddle, Preston Williams. And I
saw he had Devontae Smith too. He drafted both.
Yeah. He says he's getting Waddle and Smith. Now
he's gonna draft 2 wide receivers in the first round.
That's what he said. That's what he wanted.
Okay, do you think Smith is gonna go first round?
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Go top 20, bro.
Dude, I sent you the list. Mel Kiper has Devontae Smith.
Waddle, Smith, and then
Jamar Chase going the first wide receiver taken.
Harris in the second round. Right there. Boom. 3 Alabama players.
Absolutely not.
Perfect. I love it.
Absolutely not.
I still don't think Chase fits our team. You're talking about the same wide receiver. It's the same wide receiver.
Jamar Chase, we do not have a Jamar Chase on this football team. So I tell you
he's the same body type, same
Jamar
build.
Chase is 6'1". He would instantly be our best run after catch. Okay, he'd instantly be take the top off a defense guy. Nobody like him on the team right now.
Let me ask you a question. Where did he come from? Because I don't remember him.
LSU.
I know that. I mean, where did he come out of? Because I don't remember him much talking about him until.
Well, a lot of people talked about him last year. He was a sophomore.
No, is he a big part of the national?
We don't have a Jamar Chase.
I don't remember him being.
I don't think Jamar Chase would be on. Right now, he wouldn't. I don't think he'd be there. And number 2, Jalen Waddle fits our team better than Jamar Chase does.
Because
he's slot. He runs more routes and he has good hands and he's faster.
Chase can play both though.
I just can't deal with.
But Waddle has more experience and he's faster. He's faster. He's a lot faster.
Jamar Chase can play outside and slot though.
I hate and I love the way you guys just brush off that the guy's injured. Like Waddle.
Yeah.
Bro, listen. Anybody that tells you the Dolphins should draft Jalen Waddle over Jamar Chase is only saying it because of the Tua connection. Because it can't be off talent.
No, if I was going to Tua connection, I would say Devontae Smith because Devontae Smith had better stats than Jerry Jeudy, Ruggs, Waddle, everybody the last 2 seasons with Tua.
Jamar Chase is the better wide receiver than those 2 guys. So why are we going to settle for that?
Let's go ahead and go over here to Alex. He's got his hand raised. I want to make sure we acknowledge that.
Alex, chime in on the Jamar Chase because I don't think we have a Jamar Chase on this football team. Justin thinks we have the same type of receivers.
We don't have Waddle. We don't have enough on this
Just
team.
to,
So you're right. You're not wrong.
Just to confirm, what's Jalen Waddle's injury that he had? Was it an ACL, Achilles? What was it?
I think it's an Achilles. I think it's an ankle injury.
That's tough. Achilles is a tough one. Here's my deal with the draft right now. As it stands, if the way it is, because Houston won again against Detroit, so that pick is probably not going to be a top 10 at the end of the season. If that keeps
it keeps.
So right now, as it stands, let's say our pick plus theirs in the first round, we're going to be out of. There's going to be a couple guys we're not going to make. We're not going to make it. Micah Parsons, we're not going to be.
Oh, he's going to be long gone.
He's gone. Russo is probably going to be gone too if they decide if the Dolphins want to go that route. At this point, what I would do personally, I would go Jamar Chase first round if he's available. Or
he's not going to be there.
In the second pick of the first round, I'm going Etienne. And then the first pick in the second round, I'm taking another receiver.
Rondell Moore.
If you go
Jamar Chase, then you're drafting Rondell Moore if you want to go two
playmakers. You need playmakers on this team. You have to get in the first because we got 4 high picks, right? And then even that fourth pick and that second pick in the second round, I wouldn't mind if they go another offensive lineman. I have no problem with that. Even if it's a
let's get a center.
Even if it's a center.
Yeah. Bro, my thing is, I think they go receiver, running back, and I would go Humphrey in the first pick.
If he's there, I'm taking Humphreys. I would debate taking Humphreys in the first round. I'm telling you, he's like fucking Quentin Nelson, but as a center.
Oklahoma. I think he's from Oklahoma.
I've been saying this. He's literally Quentin Nelson, but a center. He's just a center version of Quentin. He will be there for years to come. Years.
Right.
And he's talented, and he's just a bully, bro. Right. He's a bully.
Every lineman from Oklahoma.
But you just don't draft centers that high.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad if they picked them high either, depending on what they do. Because I'm not gonna listen. I'm not picking Creed Humphrey over Etienne though. I'm not. But
he's not. I mean, if he's not on the board, or if you like Najee Harris better,
that's possible.
Well, I know you're a big fan of Harris, Justin.
Oh, I love Harris
so much.
Etienne is it more explosive? Harris is just.
Harris can do both at a high level. Etienne, I mean, so can Etienne, but Etienne is just like I said. He's a speed guy. He has a lot of speed.
I would be very upset if we're on the board on the clock, in April, and Travis Etienne's on the board in the second pick in the first round. We go a cornerback, another lineman. I would be extremely upset.
If Travis Etienne's in the second round, bro, and the Dolphins don't.
He says the second pick of the first.
No. The end of the first round. So our pick, I guess you can say, right?
Okay.
So let's say in the 20-something range, right? If Etienne's on the board and they decide to take like a defensive lineman, an offensive line, I would be very, very, very fucking disappointed.
Personally, there ain't no defensive lineman that you take with any of these high 4 picks right now. You go offense, you get weapons for your quarterback.
Unless Micah Parsons drops. If Micah Parsons drops,
that's it. That's
I'm not taking Micah Parsons over a playmaker this year. I'm just not doing it, bro.
He's the best. He's
just not doing it.
Best player in the league.
Michael Parsons is gone top 10.
He's gone probably top 6.
But bro, if we're sitting at, let's say we're sitting at pick 7, and it's Micah Parsons and Chase, I'm taking Chase.
I'm still taking.
Our needs is wide receiver, running back, interior offensive lineman, then linebacker.
How about a whole
I disagree. I think our linebackers are awful. Because we're talking about how our running defense is terrible. If your defense of line, like the defensive tackles, do their job, and they give the linebacker a one-on-one with the running back that no one has made plays with all year.
Listen, I understand.
And they can go left and right. I mean, Jerome Baker is good in space, and we've traded our best stopping linebacker and Raekwon McMillan for nothing, and it shows.
You need to watch. Okay, I understand Micah Parsons opted out, but we need to go watch the film again because first of all, Micah Parsons is an off-ball linebacker. Okay, he's an off-ball linebacker. He doesn't
play on the edge. He plays literally in the top 2 in the
ball linebacker. He's a cover linebacker. If you want a run-stopping linebacker, go get Dylan Moses.
Dylan Moses is not even in the discussion as top 3.
Okay, but now hold on.
So,
now that you mentioned top 3, hold on. Quick question, because Texans obviously are playing better. They're winning games. So we talk all this shit about top 10. There's a strong possibility. Is there a strong possibility where we don't even end up with a top 10 pick with the Texans?
Very strong.
So then what do you do then? Because our pick is not going to be a top 10 pick. Depending on them.
The only other guaranteed win I think they have is the Jags. After that, it's the Colts twice and the Titans once. And then I think they play. I'll tell you right now, bro.
Fucking Stafford.
But the Lions, dude, the Lions are awful, dude. They had no Kelly Golladay, no Swift. They didn't have nobody playing that game, bro. Who cares?
I root for him so much, man. I do. Internally, I root a lot for Matthew Stafford. I don't know why, but I do. And it's not. He's a Georgia player too. Did you hear Shaq today? I was watching that.
They got to play the Bears.
Did any of you watch that match play shit today with
No.
Phil Mickelson and Peyton Manning, Charles Barkley, Stephen Curry? Oh, that shit was dope, dude. That shit was pretty dope.
I didn't watch that crap.
Well, they had Shaq and Ernie Johnson and Kenny Smith. They had the TNT crew there. And Manning was putting, and Shaq said, yeah, SEC. I couldn't stop laughing because obviously he went to LSU, and Manning is Tennessee. So it was just funny to me. I even tweeted, I go, did Shaq just say SEC? I don't know. I thought that was funny.
To answer your question, though, just in case, bro, I'm sure we'll go around.
By the way,
but my opinion, if we get, let's say we pick like at 12 or something like that, and let's say Miami goes 10-6, we'll pick like 24-ish, 23. I'm going Devontae Smith, Travis Etienne.
I'm okay with that. I'm well okay with that. I'm more than okay with that.
Of course.
More and
you can make a case that those top 3 receivers can go in the top 15. Who else are you gonna draft in the top 15 that's not, those 3 receivers?
1 second, guys.
No, good. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait for him to come back. I have a question that I'd want so we can ride out into the sunset with it. And I texted, I think you guys the other night. Real quick, Adrian Peterson, Hall of Famer? Yes, no? Yes. Brandon?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Alex?
What's that?
Adrian Peterson, Hall of Famer?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
wait, you don't think he is?
I'm just asking a question, bro.
He was like the last non-quarterback MVP.
You don't think he's a Hall of Famer, Vic?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I thought y'all.
No, because look, you know why I go back to this, and it's a conversation that me and Brandon had a while ago. I remember I asked you about Yadier Molina being a Hall of Famer, which I actually think he should be. But eventually, not first ballot or nothing like that. So when I saw him, Peterson, yesterday playing for the fucking Lions, I was like, damn, bro. And I'm like, damn, is he a Hall of Famer? Because he had 6 rushes for 8 yards and 2 touchdowns. I was like.
So CBS, they have the Dolphins at 9 with the Houston pick taking Jamar Chase, and with their pick at 17 getting Creed Humphrey.
It's all right.
Terrible.
Wait, where did Travis Etienne go?
That's an amazing observation. I'm actually going to check.
Because if he's in the second round, then they're probably wrong. But if he drops in the second round, then fuck. I'm telling you, Creed Humphreys is just one of those guys, man.
Etienne, as of right now,
we can't draft too much talent because
he doesn't make it. He
doesn't make it in the first round.
Nope.
Who do they have him going to?
In this specific one here, they only have the first round. Let me go.
So you're saying he's not even in the first round?
That's correct.
He makes it to the second.
But still, I don't want to take that chance.
No, of course not. No, I'm sorry. You know what?
Somebody could trade up.
We can't make the mistake we made last year. If we're at 24 or 20 or 23, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, but the question is, we're doing what ifs, right? But what if we get Creed Humphreys, and then what if we get Najee Harris? You missed out on Travis Etienne, but you get Najee Harris.
So then let me ask you this: Humphreys makes it out of the first round? Yes or no?
No, I don't think he does.
Okay. So you're saying basically, if we want him, we have to take him with our second first round pick, correct?
Yeah, well, we don't also know if we pick at 17, because what if we pick at 24 and the Cardinals pick up Travis Etienne?
Yeah. I think it's a high probability that we pick in the 20s, our pick.
Well, the reason I say that is because it's what you said, Harris, second round. So if we lose out on an Etienne in the first, but we get, the receiver we want and an offensive lineman that's a stud, then and we can manage to get Harris in the second, that's a fucking win.
All right. So, I don't know. This draft is all about the playmakers.
It's so much.
And I saw something that I
don't even know where we're gonna pick.
100% agree with. And if we're talking about straight connection with players, which somebody brought up the other day on Twitter that we had a conversation about it, I believe that the Miami will sign Juju and draft Chase, Waddle, or Smith to pair him up. You got to.
I don't know if I want to sign. I love
and if we're talking about connections, Najee Harris and Tua are best friends.
Aren't
They're legitimately best friends.
That would be great, bro. Because they'll understand each other before it even happens. So they'll just look at each other and they'll know.
And wouldn't you want a big ass fucking Derrick Henry lookalike
right
next to Tua to block his ass? I mean, it's all. I mean, I love Travis Etienne. He's definitely my running back number one, and a close second is not. I think it's close. I think it's close in Najee Harris.
Look, we do. So we know this much. Horrible loss to Denver. Shouldn't have happened. Should have not benched Tua. We have the Jets this weekend. We should win that game. And, Etienne and Harris are a close second. Not to him. So that's what we learned today, folks. I will say this. As we wind out and we ride out into the sunset as the My 1 Cent podcast is back after Thanksgiving break. Belly's full. Ready for this, hopefully, a victory on Sunday. Gentlemen, always appreciate you guys coming on. It was a great show. We flowed, we moved, we did our shit. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. And remember what I said, do not cancel your calls. I hate to have to say it while I'm on recording, but I have to tell you, do not hang up until I end the recording. Okay? Thank you. So we can all just as I go out into the sunset, cheers, gentlemen. Trask for Heisman. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Love y'all. Be good, gentlemen.